2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups, so kick back, get your popcorn ready. We'll be back in just a moment.
Jaylen Brown.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. A look at Indiana's starting group. Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. Pascal Siakam out there with Jackson, and it's McConnell in at the 1. And for the Celtics, the perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Then there's Payton Pritchard, and it's Tatum in at the 5, down low. And the focus of both of these teams, offense. Doris, it's about putting points on the board in bunches.
BA, it seems to be a league-wide trend in many respects. There's so much conversation about how skilled these players are, the range shooting that you've got to deal with defensively. I think we've got to redefine the definition of good defense because these guys are so good.
Tip-off goes to the Celtics. Here's Pritchard. Outside, Brown. Pass to Walsh. Brown scanning the floor. Shot clock at 5. Now White. The 3. Siakam pulls down the board.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it's blocked. And they get it back.
Celtics foul. Derek White. First personal foul. First team foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
The line for the Pacers, Isaiah Jackson, taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And some changes here for the Celtics. Garza's checked in for Queta. Hauser comes in for Walsh. And Anthony Simons subbed in for White. Walker, he's checked in for Indiana. Shepard comes in for Nembhard. Here's Brown. And he buries his first look.
But this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
With the drive, here's Shepard. And they pick up 2.
Whew. Just selling the defense on the pump fake.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Indiana ahead. They lead by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And the Pacers looking at who they've got. Walker out there with Jeremiah Robinson-Earl. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. Then there's TJ McConnell. And it's Shepard in at the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. McConnell's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. To the middle. Here's Hauser. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Doris, you look at the youth on this Pacers roster. Plenty of upside moving forward.
OBA, there is no doubt one of the strengths of this team is the chemistry of the young pieces you just referenced. And remember, this group plays a unique style, the fastest pace in the league, one of the most dangerous offenses in the league. A ton of fun to watch this Pacers roster play together.
First free throw is good. And, of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
Good on both. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant. But even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Keita. Simons against McConnell. From behind the arc. And Anthony Simons good for 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Celtics up 1. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of 1. They were slightly better in the second. Not a big difference between these two teams. And taking a look at the Celtics, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, I like what I'm seeing on the offensive end. They're keeping things simple, getting to their spots and executing. Nothing fancy, kind of like Shaq's suit.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
A one-dimensional perimeter attack doesn't cut it for a whole game. I like to see them punch the ball inside the second half.
That's all for now.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Indiana on offense. They trail by 1. Pritchard and White at the 1 and the 2. Then it's Jaylen Brown, and it's Walsh in at the 4 spot. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Here's Mathurin. And it's in there.
And Mathurin is an impressive scorer, skilled at finding ways to convert around the rim.
Here's Pritchard. He's marked by McConnell. Here's Walsh. Ooh, basket interference.
Interference. The score will not count. Substitution on the court.
And Siakam has got the ball here for the Pacers. They lead by 1. McConnell outside. Pass to Siakam. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Indiana ahead. They're up by 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Indiana looking at who they've got. T.J. McConnell is out there with Shepard. Then there's Walker. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. And it's Bradley in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
And Boston calls time here. They trail by 3. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth. Celtics making a change here. Boucher's checked in. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops. Give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Well, that's where you use your athleticism and agility if you're Jaylen Brown, navigating to a high percentage look.
27 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Shepard. Boston pulls it in, and the Celtics call time here. They're behind by 1. 20 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw up a play to make it happen.
All right, we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Benedict Mathurin.
I mean, come on. His offensive focus was just second to none in this game. He really found his rhythm early and didn't give the defense a chance at all.
Mathurin against Brown. Pass to Pritchard. The kick out to White from outside the arc. Oh my! What a shot!
All night long, the defensive intensity just hasn't been there. They got to figure it out.
Good question. So far, these teams just seem content to shoot it out down the stretch.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're losing by 2. Just 4 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
I don't know if they should be greedy here and go for a 3. I'd take it to the basket, get a high percentage shot, or maybe get fouled.
And so the big win by Indiana in a tight game. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.